Surianamaskar, Sun Salutation, ideally facing the east when the sun rises, which gives rise to this beautiful planet, and at the same time that sun is within us, our intuitive wisdom. So let's greet it. It creates heat, friction. That heat can burn away your impurities, so lethargy, sluggishness, fantastic device to push through, creating a bit of willpower. There are many different versions to the Surianamaskar. I'm going to demonstrate today a very gentle one for you. Let's see if we can practice together. Feet touching. Have a moment with yourself, with the environment, the sounds of the fishermen, the wind, the waves, maybe your breath. Set also an intention maybe for your practice. Connect to the breath. And on the inhalation we start to rise. Find lift, length, opening yourself out. Now maintain your upright. We're going to do it very, very slowly. On each exhalation we move. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, drop a little bit deeper into your forward fold. And you're placing your fingers, lift and lengthen your spinal column, and then you're stepping your left foot back, and you stay in that half squat for a moment. Inhale, dropping your knee to the floor. Try to keep your knee sort of above the ankle. We're going to tuck the pelvis to protect your lower back area. You can lift your kneecap off the floor if you can, and then arms start to rise, and you can even gaze up. Take your hands down, tuck your left toes, lift your hips, and then come into a high plank. You can stay here as long as you like. A few breaths is normally enough. You're tucking the elbows in, grounding the inner hand. So try not to hang on your outer wrist when you drop down. Inhale, gonna open up, upward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, open up further. Coming onto the knees, adjust yourself. You can even rest yourself for a moment. In a child position, settle. And then continue forward, dividing the weight, hands, knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's stay in this position a little while. 5 to 8 breaths is enough. If you feel stiffness in your calf muscles, you can bend one knee at a time, releasing the tightness. Now, resist the temptation, especially when the going gets tough, to bend the elbows. Keep lengthening yourself from fingers, the base of your index finger specifically, and then pull yourself back while you draw the shoulders away from each other. Now keep your left foot on the floor. Extend your right leg back and up. Try not to twist the hips. Keep the elbows straight. Keep engaging the knees, the toes. Either stay in this position or see if you can increase intensity, and then lifting your left hand, whoop, off the floor. Hand down. You can bend the knee, draw it into your rib cage, and step forwards in between the hands. Knee above your ankle, rotate your left heel in, heels in line with each other. Pulling your hip back, Arms start to rise. Both hips facing forwards, stretching out the elbows, stretching out the hands and fingers. Maintain that grounding force with your left outer foot. Hands in front of your sternum, breathe in slowly and deeply. Stepping forwards, feet hip width apart. And then you're going to bend the knees. Bum back, shoulders roll forwards, and then find the length. Try to resist the temptation to bend the elbows or warp the fingers. Keep the breath smooth and deep. Synchronize the action, legs extend, arms move down. So this completes one half of the practice. Walk your feet together or slightly. Inhale, arms up. Tuck your pelvis, find lift, length. Reach out. On the exhalation, proceed forwards. You can grab hold of the ankles, settle deeper into your forward bend. Stay here for a few breaths. Lift and lengthen on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, stepping your right foot back. Drop down, extend your toes, tuck your pelvis. That's to protect your lower back, so you're engaging your core. Inhale, arms start to rise. Either keep your kneecap on the ground, or if you like to work a little bit deeper, you lift your kneecap. And then start to gaze up if you like. Hands down, and shoulder distance apart, lifting your hip. Come into a high plank. Again, stay here for a few breaths. Engage your core. Don't hang on your outer wrists. On the exhalation, dropping through the elbows, but keep your elbows tucked in. Roll your toes, upward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, open up further. Coming onto the knees, adjust yourself. Maybe stay here a little while longer. If you're tired, you can even rest your arms around the body if you prefer. Stretch out the arms, move forwards, downward facing dog. Again, let's stay here a little while. So your bum goes up. Draw your shoulders away from the ears, ground your whole hands, and then settle the heels a little bit further into the mat, or at least the direction. And your gaze is sort of towards the knees, ankle area. Engage strongly your thighs. The breath is full and deep. Good. From the downward facing dog, ground your right foot, ground your left foot, left leg up. Try not to twist the hips, straighten the knees though firmly. Either stay in position or take that right hand parallel to the body. It's a bit of a challenge. Otherwise, keep your hand on the ground. You're going to bend that knee, and on the exhalation, step forwards. Turning your right heel in, knee above your ankle, heels in line with each other. Rising up, pulling that left hip back, the warrior position. Resist the temptation to bend the elbows. Hands in front of your chest. Breathe in slowly and deeply. Stepping forwards, feet hip width apart. And then squat down. Arms up. Straighten those elbows out, straighten your fingers out, and bend the knees a bit more. Stay with it. Keep the serenity in your face. Breath is full and deep. And exhale, synchronize the action. Push the floor away from you. Ready for the next round. Feet touching, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forwards and down. Inhale, lift, lengthen, hips to crown. Left foot back. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knee, tuck your pelvis, rise up. Hands down, high plank. Drop to your Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha. Adjust yourself, either rest yourself for a moment here, and when ready, proceed. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Extend your right leg up. Bend your knee, step forwards. Heels in line. Both hips facing forwards, stretch out. Hands in front of your chest, breathe in gently and deeply. Step forwards, feet hip width apart, arms up. Utkatasana, the fierce position. Exhale, synchronize the action, legs extend. Let's complete the cycle. In up. Exhale, forwards and down. Lift, inhale, hips to crown. Right foot back. In. Exhale, drop down, extend your toes, tuck the pelvis, rise up. Dandasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Up. Upward facing dog. Stay. Open up further. Adjust where needed. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Find length. Keep your right foot, left leg up. Bend your knee, step forwards. Heels in line. Knee above your ankle. Rise up. Hands in front of your chest, breathe in. Step forward, feet hip width apart, squat down. Arms up. And synchronize, legs extend, arms move down. Thank you so much for your participation. If you'd like to learn more, check out the website, courses, retreats, classes, or check out the channel for some free content. Enjoy this wonderful day.